Okay. Now, the trade this morning is very tricky, but I can perceive a sell coming in massively. So, again, I also perceive that the market is still going to go up. So I have a very conflicting analysis on GU right now. But the thing is, on GU, I'll show you why I said I have conflicting analysis, right? The market wants to go up. It still want to go up. I'm expecting it to push up still, but it's struggling. All right, I want to show you a few things. Let me just wait for people to come in here. Then we'll look at what the market is doing. I wanted to see what I am looking at. So there is tendency for sell and there is tendency for buy, and it's very conflicting. The buy is still very obvious and the sell also obvious. Why? Liquidity levels. I want to first of all show you where the liquidities are, and then we will look at the possible direction to take if one liquidity level is taken out. Now, we can see that the market wants to sell. It's intending to. So my intention was, if this trend line break, if price close below this trend line here, this counter trend line, I'll go to lower time frame like this. I'm looking at it. So my aim is to trade from here, and I will take out this liquidity. Okay, now that drop is a sign for me. So on that drop, I'm going to enter one position on that drop. So right now, on that drop, it's going to close in 45 seconds, 39 seconds. That candle, that's 3 minutes time frame, and it's closing on 30 seconds now. It's closing. Now, if it closed bearish as it is, now this is a lower time frame. That's a proper break I'm going to be seeing. So on that time frame now, 14 seconds, 13 seconds, all I'm expecting for the candle to close below that trend line, and I'm going to get in. Now, all right, a pullback, and I'm in. You see that pullback? So I'm in for one position. I'm not crazy about it. I just want to see what it does. You see the push up, this is a pullback. Watch what it's doing. And once you start seeing rejection to the downside, that's it. That's the entry. But look at what it did. It's still pushing up. So that means if it closed bullish, for instance, one position, if it closed bullish on this, that means this entry is wrong. That's what I'm trying to show you, that the market is not really giving us a buy or a sell at the moment. But I can perceive it wants to buy. It still wants to go up. There's a struggle. I want to show you why. That's why you see me put this bar here, because the sell is trying to come in, but the buy is stronger than the sell right now. Now, if this candle close, this 3 minutes candle close bullish like this, that's it. It's a buy. It's still going to go up. Now you can even see the momentum at which it's stretching. So this is a trap, especially those of you that trade trend lines and counter trend line. You need to be very careful. This is how you read a false break. You see this breakdown? This is a false break. Why? Because of the next candle that printed, it did not reject from the trend line. It break above the trend line again and it's heading up. Once you see something like this, know that your entry here was wrong. So you close your trade immediately, even with this stretch. Did you see this buy now? Can you see this momentum? This push up is telling you that the buyers are still present. That's why I said it's not ready to sell, even though it looks like though it's trying to sell. It looks like though there's a conflict in the market on GE right now, whether to buy or sell. But all I see on a higher time frame is a pullback. If we look at the 4 hour, we look at the 1 hour, we are seeing a pullback. But the pullback on the 4 hour seems to be going to go up more. I'm expecting more to the upside. So I want to show you something. Now, this candle will close, then I'll move away from this time frame. Now, watch out, in 31 seconds, this candle closes. Now, we want to see the way this candle closes. That will tell you the action you're going to take. Now, watch out. If this candle closed bullish like that, that means engulfing. That means all this candle has been taken out. But if it shrink all the way down, that gives you your entry for sale. Now, why is that possible? Because the market will want to come down, take out this liquidity, and then if possible, this liquidity. So you might be targeting this low as a take profit zone and get out of the trade. But since the market is not closing below the trend line, that means that's the first break. So all I will need to do is to wait for the market to a little bit retrace into the zone. If I was in the trade, which I was, I closed out, immediately was pushing up. So that means I managed my trade right there. You see that? Because I just studied the movement of the candle right there. So if I didn't close that trade right there, look at what is going on right now. Did you see that? Exactly. So the question is, were you to buy? That's the point. That's why I put this here. Initially, I was waiting for price to push back and bounce off there and then get in a buy trade. Now, this buy trade, I have buy limits, buy limits. I have a buy limit land up in the zone. Why? Because in my own calculation, if price continue to buy, then it's going to take out this high. So if you take out this high, I'm going to be having my limits activated all the way up. That is possible. And it can also reject. It can also reject, activate the limit, and then start dropping again. So that's where the conflict is. Now, looking at it on the lower time frame, you can see what it's doing now. All right, it pushed up, created a wick again, and it's coming back into the trend line, counter trend line. So when you see this thing happen like this as a day trader or a scalper, you need to be sure what the market is doing. Now, another way of looking at it is to wait for the candle again now, this candle, to close below, not just the trend line, but below this support. You see, it created a support right there. It created a support right there. And you can't trade before that support. If you trade before that support, you're entering your market wrongly. So what do you do in that aspect? You bring your trade down, you reduce your stop loss. And then you're waiting for an entry there. Now, you can see the movement of the market is not stable. Why? Because the buyers are still present. The buyers are still present because I could see that the buyers are still present right here. So what you need to do right now is to get in on a buy with a stop loss here. Now, get in on the buy with a stop loss. Your stop loss should be 5 pips. Don't let it be more than that. You will not lose anything if it is 5 pips. Then you target this equal high right there. So on this trade right now, remember I told you that I have limit orders here already. So I have limit orders there. But the market is playing up. So that's one. I want you to know that there's a pressure under this place right now. Market pressure. So don't just enter the trade by just, using big lot sizes. No, you don't do that. The market is under pressure and it can play around for a while and it can just keep shooting up. Sometimes one candle can just shoot all the way up. So what you do is to set trap like this. Okay, look at what I did. I set this trap like this. Let me take away this. I set this trap like this. Why am I looking at this side of the market that it may go up? Because of what the market is doing. Look at this bullish run to cancel this drop, this trend line break. It just canceled it, invalidated it. And now it closed above the psychological level. So price is still trading above the psychological level of 2500. So if price is still trading above the psychological level of 2500, you should not be selling there. Just wait for the market to give you a sign that is ready to sell. So what sign would that be? We need to see another bearish candle that will be strong enough to take out this bullish candle. If that happens and it breaks below the confirm, then we are selling. But at the moment, this is a buy pressure here. And now if you enter this trade like this, that's about 4%, 1 to 4 risk to reward at this level. Now, the level there at which you're targeting could be even smaller because we're just expanding the whole thing. The market may come to this high, it may come to that high. So the reason I'm saying that is what I'm going to show you now on the higher time frame. There's pressure on that psychological level, strong pressure, strong pressure is there. Just give me a minute. Yeah. The pressure on that level is strong. Let me show you something. There's a strong pressure there, strong one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is to put another counter trend line right there. So that gives me a sign. For those of you looking for a sell, you now, okay, fine. What I'm going to look for now is the market break this low. Then if it break, I'm going to sell. Then when you sell, what will be your target? Let me show you something here. So I'm going to say, okay, I'm shorting from here right there. And I'll be targeting that low right there. Now we see how it's playing out. The market is struggling around that level. There's heavy struggle right there. Okay. So that's why you need to wait. And when you are selling from there now, is because you see a strong bearish momentum to the downside. So you are targeting 1 to 3 risk to reward on that trade. Because if it drops, when it drops, it's going to drop, break this low, and then break this low, or target this low to retrace back up. That's for the sell. But at the moment, like I said, I'm perceiving that the buy is still going to go on. There's still going to be a push up. The market is struggling. There's pressure right now. So that's why you're seeing all of this. There's a massive pressure. Now, if I go to the 15 minutes time frame, you will see what is going on there. On the 15 minutes time frame, let me just take out these boxes. This is an analysis. I'm not talking about trading now. We're not trading. I'm just showing you analysis, how I'm looking at the trade to trade. Now, look at this. Look at this position here. Did you see this position? First, the market dropped massively and then rejected and closed just right above the psychological level. And then what happened? It opened and dropped again and then smashed all the way up and closed again above it. Now, this is indecision candle here. So the question will be, from this move, that's why I'm showing you why I said the market will still push up. Okay. I'm just showing you why I said so. From this move, all this move you see, what do you think is dominant here? We only have 2 red candles. We have bullish, 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 bullish. In fact, these 2 bullish candles cancel this one out. So right here now, this move is going to cancel this candle out. So we still have bullish momentum. That's number one. I'm looking at it from the 15 minutes time frame. For those of you who would like to see it on the 15 minutes time frame. So that's a buy, a push up. You see that push up? It's just pushing. It's pushing. That's to tell you the buyers are still there. They are not giving up yet. They want to still push the market higher. So if you go to 1 hour time frame, you see a massive rejection there, right? Massive rejection. You'll be thinking, why? Because this was a percentage. The market tapped into a certain percentage of this drop, which is about, give or take, maybe 60% or 70%. And then the market rejected. Now, you would have thought, okay, that's exactly what you want to see, that the market reject and give you opportunity to sell. But my concern was it didn't break the structure that I expected. If the market break this structure, it didn't. I was expecting it to break this structure, and then any possible pullback, that's where I would sell to create a new lower low. But the market failed to break this structure on the 1 hour time frame. I'm giving you reasons why I think the market will still go up. All right. The market failed to break this structure. So if I put a box here now, you see, it didn't break it. It only took out this structure here. And when it took out that structure, it's because of the liquidity pool that was there. So it actually went for the liquidity. And it didn't break this structure. So what is going on now? You may say, what's the market trying to do? And that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is a pullback. But this pullback of this massive drop is not enough. There's still more to come. As you can see, all my buy limits have been activated. All of them right now. All my buy limits activated and it's pushing up. Why? Because the market structure. Now, there are a lot of things I need to teach you guys on that. Maybe if you are in my class or something, but this is very important. Why will I set a buy limit and a sell limit? I just told you, because the market was under pressure. If the market was selling, my sell limit would have activated. Because the market is buying now, and I set a certain level for it to confirm that it's going to go up, and I started putting my buy limits there. And I will show you why. You see this zone? It's called resistance zone, right? We all know that, right? But it was aligning with the psychological level. So immediately price broke above it. Look at it. It broke above. Actually, it went above it. Didn't break above it. And it dropped. To respect that. And then created another level of support right there, which I showed you on the other time frame. So this was my trap. I set for it. So what I'm looking at, if he sells, my sell limits are activated. So I'll be taking profit here, taking profit here. If he buys, my buy limits are activated around this level, and I'll be targeting this high, this zone here as my take profit. So I target that zone as my take profit. I target this zone as my take profit. If it is a buy or a sell. Why? The market is under pressure. So the question will be, which one should you now follow? Why can't we just have a one setting direction? Market doesn't give you that most of the time. If you are a good trader, you know what you're doing. You know that flexibility is key to success in this market. You can't just say, oh, I'm coming to the market, I want to just buy today. You can't say that. You are not the money makers. You're not the big guys. You are not the one that control the algorithm. You can't just say that. Stop following those who are deceiving you to say, oh, you must have one particular bias in the market. If your bias is wrong, right? I mean, I don't know how they do it. Sometimes I sit back and ask them, are these guys sitting in the bank with these guys? I mean, do they know these big guys? Maybe I should meet with them. They should tell me about these guys. How would you know where they're going? As an analysis, you are under probability in the game. So you trade as a probability trader. What does that mean to you? It means a lot. It means you are actually not sure about the market. That's what it means. So you look at both ends to get into the market. All right. Now, looking at this now, why am I still expecting a pushback? 4-hour time frame. A push-up, 4-hour time frame. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, we have this massive drop. Okay. There's a massive drop right here. All right. And if you check structure, the only thing that happened here, I want you to pay attention to structure here. We have, just pay attention to this structure. This is very important. If you know how to analyze the market, you'll be all right. I tell you, you'll be all right. Now, first, you see, not everyone that know how to analyze the market can trade anyway. You need to know that. There are people who can analyze the market, but they are worse, they are bad traders. All right. So you know that too. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm talking about. Give me a sec. You see this trend. Look at this trend. You see this trade? The market tag. This is 4-hour time frame. It was creating higher highs, higher highs, higher highs. When it got here, it failed to create a new higher high and started creating higher lows, right? Now, but look at what it did. This was the last higher low. Oh, sorry, lower high. This was the last lower high here. This place is the last lower high created. Lower highs. We're supposed to have a lower low here. It failed. What did he do? He went up and created a new higher high to break this high. So this high is broken, structure break. So what did he not do? He pulled back. We're supposed to expect a pullback for a more higher move to the top here. But look at the pullback. The pullback break the other structure. That's what I'm talking about. When you have the market in a confusion state, you need to be very careful. Look at what he did. He broke this structure again. And I told you why he had to break it, because of liquidity. So when he broke this structure right below with a massive tap into the liquidity, what happened? It rallied back up. So what do you think is going on? Exactly. This buy momentum that is still heading up is still something that he wants to maintain. Remember, it is the news. I think this one is the news that happened yesterday. The news that made all this massive drop yesterday, okay? Now, look at this. I want to show you something here using this fib. If you put this fib here, just a minute, give me a sec. Let me, sorry guys, give me a sec. Let me quickly use the settings I want to show you. Now let me show you something here. I want to show you something quickly. For those of you that trade, use the fib. Let me show you something. Fibonacci's, yeah. Let me show you something. From this tip here to this low here. Okay. You see why I said it's still gonna push up? How many of you can see what I'm showing you? If this drop had to be a retracement, if there had to be a retracement on this drop, a minimum of 50%. Come on. It had to happen now. A minimum of 50%. The market need to tap into that zone with a minimum of 50%. Did you get that? On your 4-hour time frame. I'm a day trader. That's the highest time frame I'm going to show you. But I'm just showing you now what that means. At least a minimum. The market should give you a minimum of 50% tap. So this is where you should be looking to sell. And that's why you see this trend line there. This trend line, this trend line right there. This trend line is a place you're looking at inside this box. This is where you should be looking to sell. But at the moment, it still want to push up. So imagine I'm sending analysis like this, and I have a buy and a sell setup. You'll be confused. You'll be thinking, what is this guy doing? Does he know what he's doing? But I need to explain things to you. There are things I cannot explain to you when I send you analysis. If I just send the analysis, there are things you will never understand if I explain them. I mean, if I just showed you on the chart, say, this is what I'm looking at. But I need some explanations. I need to give you some explanations to be able to understand exactly what I'm thinking about, what I'm seeing, what the chart is showing me. So there still be a lot of pressure. It's still going to be a lot of pressure. But I strongly believe that it's still going to come to 50, this 50% on your fib. You guys are traders. Come on, put your fib there. Go to 4-hour time frame. For those of you trading GDP, go take your fib, use your default fib settings. It doesn't matter. Don't change anything. As default as it is, just put it there. Put it there and track it from the top to the bottom. Track it down. You will see that the market has not arisen to 650 yet. It hasn't gotten to the key levels of retracement. So you should not be selling at those levels. Okay, you say, but this is 4-hour time frame. All right, I agree with you. But remember, the 4-hour time frame is what controls the smaller time frames. Is that not true? So the smaller time frame is not what dictates what happens in the higher time frames. It's the higher time frame that dictates what happens on the smaller time frames. That's the way I see trading. So now, if I go to the 1-hour time frame, you will see exactly what the market is doing right now. You see, it's still heading up. You see, all of these plays are free range. This is a free range. So the market is going to go all the way and tap into this free range. The only place that the market will react to is 1.2100. And that's exactly the zone I'm looking at to sell. But at the moment, the market still wants to push up to that zone. And it can even push up to this zone. Who knows? This key zone here, this liquidity zone here. It could. I'm not sure yet. So it's very important to understand analysis. Very important to know how to look at the market and then see where potentially where the market will go. Now, I'm not saying 100% that it's going there. I'm telling you it could. I'm just telling you it could get there. It could even reject from this level now and start selling. And the question will be, what will be my reaction on that? I'll close out my trade. But all I want is that this candle should break and close above this level, this level here, or just push up and take up the high. But I'm expecting that this candle should close in the next 41 minutes. It should close above. But if it doesn't close above, and I see that the market is trickling down close to the end of the time, then I'll know that it's going to drop. So we'll have a massive weak rejection, 2-week rejection that give us a sign that the market is going to drop. So at that level, where should I be selling? I told you already, it might close back into this consolidation. That doesn't mean you go to sell. It could close back into this consolidation. So let me show you what I mean. On the 15 minutes time frame, we see what the market did here. All right, pushed up, retrace, push up again. So this is a bullish engulfing candle. All right, I teach my students how to utilize this kind of candle, so they know exactly what the market is doing right now to continue on that trade. If they have not entered the trade, they will wait for this candle to drop. But again, it doesn't mean it's going to drop all the way down. You need to know exactly when he's rejecting, he's trying to push back up, and then you get in. Because this bullish candle is 15 minutes candle, guys. Bullish engulfing. If that means anything, it means that the buyers are saying we are still here. Now, the only thing that would invalidate this candle is another bearish candle that will close mightily again like that. It will not drop again mightily and close bearish as engulfing. You see? That's the candle you want to see. Once you see that happen, you know that, okay, my hands are up now. I don't know what the market is doing. I need to wait. What am I talking about? Candlestick behaviors. You need to understand candlestick behaviors. You need to know the pattern, the candlestick behaviors coming, the way it goes, the way the candlestick act. It will tell you what to do, what not to do. You make the right decision at that time when you use candlestick behaviors. Some of you will leave your trade, all right? Your trade is there. You are not paying attention to candlestick behavior. I'm talking to day traders now and scalpers. You're not paying attention to candlestick behaviors. If you don't pay attention to those candlestick behaviors, you will leave your trade and be making wrong decisions. Sometimes you close out trade that you're not supposed to close out, or you open trade that you're not supposed to open, or you stay on trade that you're supposed to get out of. So it's very important to pay attention to candlestick behaviors. Now, I want to move to the 5 minutes time frame. Let me show you something on the 5 minutes time frame. On the 5 minutes time frame, we have this candle here, giving us sort of a M pattern, right? So you would think, oh, the market is giving me an M pattern, I'm selling. So we have people selling up there right now. I get it. There's nothing wrong with that. But what are other the confluences? Another confluence is the low for the week, the high for the week, sorry. Price rejecting at the high for the week. That's the second time he's done that. The first time he rejected, the second time rejected now. Are you seeing that? Now, that's happening on the 5 minutes time frame. I could see that it's happening on the 5 minute time frame. But still, on the 5 minute time frame, what pattern do we see? What structure are we seeing? It's uptrend. Even though the market is rejecting at that key level, we are still on an uptrend. So on the 5 minutes, I cannot dare sell until a structure is broken. Because even though it's rejecting at that level, should I be selling? No, I should wait for structure to break. If the structure doesn't break, then what am I doing? Why am I trading it? I can see the market is creating higher highs and higher lows on the 5 minutes. So if the market is creating higher highs and higher lows, why should I be looking to sell if a structure is not broken? All of these things, guys, is what I talk about, learning how to trade. Learning how to trade. And if you're here, you have not signed up for the training or the courses for the mentorship, you're wasting time, and you have it the cheapest. My mentorship is the cheapest in the market right now. Go and ask, find out anywhere in the market, anywhere in this forex, especially those that are doing the right thing. My training is the cheapest right now. And yet some of you are still struggling to even try to take it for 12 months. Why? It's not about, oh, let me join this group, join this group, join this group. And you join thousands of groups and then you are confused. You just need to learn a system that works. Stick to a system and understand the market. And stick to one currency pair as a day trader and as a scalper. I keep emphasizing that you don't need thousands of pairs to make money. You just need one pair. There's so much money you could make in one pair anytime, any day as a trader. So make sure you understand that. So now I'm not going to sell on 5 minutes. So what am I going to do? I'm going to wait for price to break structure if I'm going to sell. So what are the structures you can see? That's where the education comes from. Go and watch my market structure. For those of you on YouTube, hit the like button now. Hit the like button and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Hit the like button and subscribe. For those of you watching me from my Telegram group, listen, go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go and watch my videos on market structure. It's very important you do. Now, I have a counter trend line here. That's the second time that trade is rejecting there, right? I have a counter trend line here. I want to show you something very important. You see this. This counter trend line can only give me a sign to sell. But it will break. I want it to break. It will break. Break this structure. It is on the pullback that I'm selling. Did you see that? Of course, the market is under pressure right now. I'm telling you that the market is under pressure. That's why you see all this push up, push down like that. It's under pressure. I get it. Probably there's news today. Let's see. Let me check the market factory first of all before we continue. Today is Wednesday. Thursday, sorry. Of course, Thursday. Of course, the market has some news. That's why we have called PPI. Wow, that's why the market is behaving. You see now, I didn't even check this morning. I just checked now. You see? So I already perceived that the market is under pressure, but I didn't know why, much more why it is under that pressure. But you can see that the news is coming by 1:30. Massive news. PPI. So that's the reason. So understand that it's under pressure. So even though you are buying and selling now, maybe you want to buy or sell, you'll be trapped into this pressure. So the best thing is trade wisely. That's the best advice. So I'm looking at structure now. Okay. Now I already closed that on my trade. I already closed that on those trade because there's a certain place I was waiting for it to break below. And I closed that in profit, actually, not in loss. So I have my activation was here because it broke. So I had my buy limit here, about 3 positions. And this push up activated it. And this candle, when this candle closed, this one here, when it closed below this candle, that's when I closed. Now there's a reason for that. That's, you need to go to a training to learn all of that. That's candlestick behavior for you. All right. There's a lot of things involved. So, but let me explain this one. Let me explain this one to you. Did you see this push up? What did it give you? Equal high. Listen, pay attention to this candlestick behavior. Very important. You see, it gave you equal high. Okay. So that means based on, what do you call it? Market structure, we're looking at higher high. All right. Higher high candle. All right. Then this one created equal high, both in body and a wick. Then look at what happened. And it closed below it. So it created a lower low. And it closed with a body, not with a wick. Once you see this, that's how to close a trade. If you are not using a set target to get out of the trade. So immediately that happened, because I have 2 monitors here. So I'm looking at it on the second monitor while I'm talking to you on this monitor that you're watching on. There's another monitor that I'm using to monitor the chart. So immediately moved to that angle and closed. I closed out. Why? Because I knew that it's going to go down still and then tap into the zone before rallying up. So why didn't you leave your trade? No, the market is under pressure at the moment. And I just noticed now that there is news as well. So why should I be risking my trade to be trading this? So for the best part, you wait. But that doesn't mean it's going to sell right now. I just told you, I need to see that a market structure break. He had to break this market structure, take out this liquidity, and then pull back before I sell on the 5 minutes time frame. Why should I sell on the 5 minutes time? Because I'm a day trader, and most of the time I also do scalping. So I can look at market structure, all right, to make a decision. If he break this zone, I'll be targeting this zone and this zone as my take profit. Why? Because normally a counter trend line bounce off can be used as a target if you know what you're doing. Because if you do your back testing, you will notice anytime that the counter trend line is broken and it retested, they will target the next target. That means the next target will be the next touch. Here, 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 here. This becomes your targets. So you want this to happen. Pull back and it drop. Somebody's selling right now. I get it. Congratulations. But you see, there's no guarantee. Based on my trading strategy and market structure, there's no guarantee that that thing is going to sustain. The only guarantee that it will sustain is I need to see another drop You say, that means you will not enter all this trade. Then this drop will just happen. You lose a lot of pips. I don't care. I need my structure, my trading system to tell me that I is ready to sell. I need another pullback after this drop. Once this drop happens, I will take it. I'll wait for a pullback, because structure break, pullback. Come on. This is things that we need to patiently wait for. I don't know how our people are trading. Some of us, we just want to catch the trade now. We hop into a trade without structure, without plans. We don't have man, people are blowing accounts unnecessarily. Now let's look at the 1 hour time frame to confirm what I said in agreement with this. Normally, the way I train my student, they should be in the sale already, but they will not be obviously looking at this one. They'll be looking at the 1 hour time frame. All right. They'll be looking at this candle. You see this candle I just told you? You see what I said about them? Remember I said this, that what if the only guarantee that this candle at the end of the timing, it closes again like at second week, that's the guarantee for the sell. So it means that the sell is ready. So at that moment, what will be your target? Don't be in a hurry to just jump in. The market will definitely come to this low. Take out this low, take out this low. That's a lot of move for you. And take out this low. But to get into the trade, you need to follow market structure. If you are watching me now, those of you watching me now on YouTube, on Telegram, from Instagram, wherever it is, you need to understand that you need market structure. That's why I did that video for you guys to watch. So now pay attention to this. You see what I was saying? I need to see this happen. You see it's coming out. Now, somebody who's selling here be saying, yeah, we caught it at the tip. That's nice. Don't bother about that, guys. That's not your aim. Your aim is not to just buy from the top. Listen, the market is creating something that you don't understand, structures. You see, creating higher highs. It's not for you to start selling from higher highs. Wait for the market to break structure, which is doing now. Look at that. Look at that. It's tapping into the zone. This is 5 minutes time frame. Watch out. I needed to take out this liquidity, and I'll wait for a pullback. And I'm going to wait for a pullback. If it tap into the liquidity, I'll wait for a pullback into the 50 or even up to the 60 level. And it will pull back. If it doesn't pull back, then it's not your trade. So what if I take profit here now for those of you selling? Of course, you could. But the market should be able to tell you that it's going to sell from there. That's when you should. You see, look at that. Did you see what just happened? Did you see that rejection from there? He recognized this zone and it went back up. Watch the closure of this candle right now. Watch. Did you see that? The way the thing rejected. But it's still going to sell, I believe. So let's see what happens. But I want this structure to break. This 5 minutes structure, it should break. If it doesn't break, no entry. It just tap into it. So I want it to close in body below it. Let it close in body below it. If it closes in body below it, then we take it as a structure break. Not this week. This week is not 8 yet. Body close. Something like this. Watch. Body close. Watch. Great. Now, pull back. Pull back. Watch for pullback. Now the question will be how many? I just told you this is the Fibonacci, high to low. All right. Your normal, just use your normal Fibonacci, you see there. So you're targeting this zone now. Since it breaks structure, you want a pullback. If it doesn't pull back, don't get in. Don't start selling here. This is wrong. Don't start selling here. This is not good. Don't trade like that. Don't start. Wait for a reasonable pullback. You see. Watch. If you start rejecting at the psychological level, that's one sign. If it pulls into this zone and rejects on the trend line, that's a very good sign. But if it pulls and rejects here, leave it. That's not your trade. Okay. No pullback yet. We're waiting for a pullback. Now, you may say, well, what if it doesn't pull back? Here's what I would do. I have seen a confirmation that the trend line is broken. All right? I mean, a structure is broken and a trend line is broken. Two confirmations. 1, 2. Checkmate. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for a pullback. So even though this candle dropped to this level, guess what I would do? I will look at this zone as an opportunity to buy because it's still under buy structure. I will buy it into the level I know is going to sell from. I won't be targeting this high. I'll be targeting the sell level that I'm expecting. And I can take that trade because it goes all the way down. But if it start going up here, I will not sell, I will not buy, I will wait for a proper retracement. Now, let me explain that again. Some of you don't understand what I just said. Assuming this is where I'm waiting to sell here, and price did not come up here from here now, no retracement up for me to sell. I'm not going to chase it. I'll wait for it to drop. Once it drops, let these guys who are selling here take their profit. But I know the low for the week is here. Price is going to react there. So if it does, I will now buy. Once I buy, I'm targeting where? The next 50% of this drop, that just happened. I will look for my fib, the next 50%, which is close to my psychological level and also my trend line. Then I will sell from there. But I will have two things. I have bought and I sold. So even though somebody just made money here, I will make double. Somebody has made money here, but I will make double. I will buy, close my trade, and then activate my sell limit or buy sell stop there, sell limit, and then it sells. So I'll have buy and sell. That's it. If it comes down to this level without pulling back, those are the conditions you look out for. If it comes down to that level without pulling back, those are the conditions you're looking for. But because there is news today, personally, I won't be bothered. I won't push myself because the first money I made this money was on this push-up. That was my first trade. And then it retraced and I closed out. As it was dropping, I'm already out. So I entered again here. I set another limit here. And then this one, I closed out there. So right now on this trade, I'm waiting for a pullback. If it doesn't pull back, I'm not selling. Because that's structure break. But if this one keep dropping to this level down here, like what happened yesterday, the market was just dropping. All right, that's fine. It happens. It happens. But these are the way you want to trade safely. Okay. You don't want to just get into a trade. And remember, this is not, I didn't say this is a live trade. We're not doing to trade live right now. This is trade analysis, live trade analysis. So I'm just telling you how I look at trade and how I catch them. So you understand it. Maybe one of these days we might do 1 week live trade. To me, we'll trade together 1 week. I'm looking forward to that. If you want that to happen, let us know. We'll plan towards it. That every day of the week we just smash them, planning to smash the market. All right, look at again the second option. Remember the second option? If it drops down here, that's the second option. If it drops down here, I'll wait for a pullback. This is 5 minutes time frame, guys. So understand that it's going to come down here now, as I said, and I'll wait for a pullback. This pullback, I'm going to buy from here. And I'll be okay to buy because I'm seeing structure to buy. So I will buy it to the level of where it's going to get to sell again, which is the pullback. Now that I know that is risky. That's like playing the game, but it's the game. You have to learn how to play it. That means if it doesn't break this structure, if it doesn't break this one, all right? If it doesn't break this structure and it start pulling back, if it drop to this yellow line, I'm looking at it drop to the yellow line or this trend line. So I should see a reaction. I should like a reaction, something like of that nature. Drop, reject, drop again and reject. So once I see that, I'll get in and I will target that zone. So the first thing is, what area will I be looking to? It's very simple. Give me a sec. I'll be looking at this area. Assuming it comes to this zone, I'll be looking at this area. So I'll buy long here, target here, which is that psychological level, and then put my stop loss just right below there. That's 1 to 4. This is 1 to 4 risk to reward. 16 pips, but 1 to 4. So if I risk 1% on this trade, that's 4% made. And then if we pull back to this level or even to this level, that'll be a bonus for me. Then I'm going to be selling from there. I will short from there. I will also look for price action, market structure, price action. If it doesn't create a new higher high, then I will be targeting this one now. So I will do this. There's a picture I'm having in mind right now. Any question, guys? You got it? Now, remember there's news. So remember there's news. So don't push yourself into the trade. There's news by 1:30. So any moment from now, apart from this drop, any moment from now, the market might start again back into pressure. That can happen. So you just need to be careful. Wait for the news to come and go. And then please drop your YouTube channel. Okay, my YouTube channel is here. These are all my videos that I've done. Let me show you. I think the channel should be easily taken there. All right. Somebody said I should drop my YouTube channel. I'm dropping it now. Yeah, you guys should subscribe. Let's make it 1,000 subscribers as soon as we can. And those of you remember this video, there's a giveaway coming on Sunday. Don't miss it. We're going to be doing it live. We're going to be doing it live. So, no. Are we going to be doing it live? No, I don't think so, because the crowd will be too much. So what I want to do is, I don't want the video to be too long. So I will do the video, do the analysis for the week as I normally do. And then I will also I will pick the comments, use the video, pick the comment. I'll show you how I'm doing it. And then whoever wins will have my free course. You'll get my mentorship for 12 months. And I'm serious. I'm going to announce it. You're going to see on the video. So anyone that wins will get, it's just one person. I'm giving it to one person must win this Sunday. And I will do another one again for the next video. The next Sunday. I'm going to do it. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. I'm very, very confident that we're going to do it. So let me just put it there. For those of you in need of it, that's a YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed, it's everyone. You see it right there. That's the link. I just shared it in the group. For those of you on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. If you like what you're hearing, what you're seeing, It's not about making money right now. Oh, I want to make money right now. No, it's about understanding what the market is doing first. Your understanding of the market is very important. Once you understand the market, to make money become easy. That's the key. Now look at what they did. They took out this liquidity here and they tap into this one too. So it's failing to retrace. It's failing to retrace. I get it. I understand it. But I believe some of my students should be making money now. If they are not, then something is wrong. Say, really, what are they looking at? They are seeing it on the 1 hour. They can see the part of the 1 hour here. It's right there on the 1 hour. They can see it. If they use their structure right, they will see it. They'll see it on the 1 hour. It's right there. It just happened here and here twice. And they should target this low. This place here is their target. Take profits and get out. Because the news is coming. So let the trade come to that level. Take profits at the low for the week. Take profit there and get out. It's just the way it is. You don't have to. Any question, guys? You guys got it? Any question? Now, if you're new, if you're completely new, I'm doing a discount for those of you who are new to trading. I'm not just completely new. I'm looking at 3 months. You've been in the market just for minimum of less than 3 months. All right, less than 3 months. 3 months less. Are you here? Raise your hand. Now, I'm giving you guys my mentorship for 12 months for very, very reasonable, in fact, a very, very low price, because of somebody requests. Few people requested for support, and these are the countries I'm looking at. Ghana. If you are from Ghana, all right, if you are from Nigeria, my people. I've been wanting to say Algeria. It just entered my mouth like Nigeria, Algeria. I wanted to pronounce Algeria. No, I'm talking about Nigeria. If you are from, where's that country again? Guys, remind me if you're in the team. It's Cameroon, yeah. If you are from Cameroon, these are the 3 countries. I don't know why I selected them, but they just came into my heart to help these countries. Those of you there, the crisis in that country, in those countries are terrible. I'm telling you, it's terrible. And I can imagine how many people are going through a lot of pain, a lot of issues to try and get some money. So I'm really, really trying to help as many as I can in this vicinity, in Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon. If you are in that place and you like to trade and you've been in the market less than 3 months, send me a DM. All right, send me a DM. For those of you on YouTube, you also have access to that. Congratulations. Send me a DM or make a comment. I'll watch them to see your comment and I will get back to you on that. I'll tell you where to find me. Or come to my Telegram group. For those of you watching this YouTube, come to my Telegram group there so that you'll be able to get access to that. Very important. Get access to it. All right. Send me the whole thing expires today. So the whole offer will end today. I just did that for yesterday and today to get actually a few people in and help them out. If it is just 2-3 people, I'll be able to help with that. I'm very happy to do that. So my course right now, my mentorship course is £400, but I'm giving these guys just $100 on my mentorship course for 12 months. Anyone from that country, I'm giving them, and you have to be 3 months old, 3 months less in your trading. I'm not looking for those of you guys who have been in the market for 1 year, 2 years, and you are not trading, you are not making money, you are not consistent. You don't look for cheap things to come and get into. Go and invest. There's a lot of washing and cleansing that you need to go through. If you have been trading for 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, and you're not consistent, you're not profitable, do you know that you're going to give me more work? There's so much work I need to do. cleaning you up. So that's why I'm concerned about those. So don't come in here and come and take $100. You want to pay $100 when you've been spending £2,000, $2,000 on your trade. You lose $2,000. You have lost $10,000, and you're coming to buy a course of one. No, don't do that. So that's why I'm not offering it to you guys, because I need to know. You say, how would you know that somebody is? I will know. I will definitely know. Because I've seen most of you on my Telegram group. I know you very well. You think I don't know you? I know you very well. So I can tell how long you've been with me. I know those who are just joining in for the last 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. I know them also. So don't come in and say, I've been here. Sorry, I just started trading today, last week or last month. And when I know that you are, or what do you call them? They call those people goats or dogun in the market. All right, guys, it's just a fun time. I'm just laughing, but it's all right. So yeah, any question? Let's take some questions now, because once it is 10 o'clock, the market will start playing around for another 2-3 hours before the, what do you call it, before the news is released. So I would just advise you to just stay away and wait for the news to come out, and then you can trade. Otherwise, if the news release, we trade against it. I'm telling you, once the news drop, we should be looking at the opposite direction. Or necessary trade to pull, we just buy it, buy a pullback, buy or sell the pullback, whichever one. That's what you need to do. Just simple trade like that. Okay. And if you know what you're doing, you follow my trading structure, you don't have problem. You just catch it. You know what to do. 5 minutes time frame one more time. While we're looking at 5 minutes time frame, you see it didn't come all the way down. So that means this one will not be useful. You see that? This setup may not be useful right now because it didn't come all the way down where I expected it. So this setup may not be useful. So which one will not be useful? Then I will still be waiting. If that candle closed bullish, then it's no more useful. So I'll be waiting for this trade. So I'll be waiting for a sell around this zone. That will not be my trade. And I will target 10 pips. Just 10 pips. And I will target this low. 1 to 3 risk to reward. Okay. Let me just, because this is low for the week. This is the high for the week. So I believe price will not come up there right now, except by news. So that will give me 1 to 3 risk to reward. That's my trade waiting for. Depending on the position. Depending on the position, when I'm targeting this low. If you push up, that will be it. That'll be the trade. I'm looking at that. To join the sellers. That's how you join the market, to join the sellers. So what would that mean to you? That means the market is creating now a lower, what do you call it? Lower high, because this one is high, then lower low, and then lower high, right? So what is next? Another lower low structure. You must have this in your mind. Always have a picture of what the market is giving you. Any question? Any comments? If you have a question, raise your hand. I'm rounding up now and waiting for this set to happen. This set, watch out. Look at that. Look at that crazy push. Let's watch out for what's going to happen at 50 or at this level. So now that trend line is no more useful. I will put it here. So I'm waiting for that zone now. 50. I'm expecting price to tap into 50 and drop. Otherwise, if it drop there, normally what I do Let me just do that now. I will enter one position here. I'm in on one position there right now. I just entered a position here, one here. I just did that. Now I know how to manage my trade. So if the trade is trying to go against me or something, I know how to close out because I understand the market structure. I understand the candlestick behavior. But I want it to come to 61. When it comes to 60 or something, I will enter 50. I will enter another position. That's 2. Then when it comes here, I will enter. Now, if I have 1%, for instance, this is how I do my risk management. Go and watch my video on risk management. If it is five standard lots that I use, I will divide these 5 standard lots out of 1% based on 100K account. All right. I will divide these 5 standard lots into 1, 1, 5, right? 5 positions. So right now, what I've done is to enter 1 position out of this 5 standard, which is less, way less than 1%. So the second one now is what I'm going to enter now. If I see a rejection there, that's on that 50 level. You see that zone here? That's a pullback you're seeing. All right. So I'm in for the second position right there on that zone here. Why? Structure break, pull back, another drop. That's my expectation. If it doesn't play out, that's why I have a stop loss. Don't you understand? Don't stress yourself about trading. Just understand how the market plays out. If it doesn't go up, if it doesn't come down, if it comes to 61 here, I will still enter another one because I've only entered 2 out of 5. So even though it goes up now, close out here, I'll be fine. I will have a very small loss compared to how much I've made today. Do you understand my thinking? All of this has nothing to do with you. Your own is just to position yourself and trade. And don't be afraid. Just get in. So it's still pushing. I'm waiting for one more position. If you push up there, another way of doing it is to set, you see this price on it, on your feed. You use that price and set a sell limit or buy limits there. So sell limits will be here. Now it's pushing up. Stay pushing. I have 2 positions on that position right now. I'm waiting for it to get to that zone and see any reasonable reaction. If it doesn't reject, I'll close. I'll know that the struggle has begun. That means the pressure has come in. That means they are getting ready now, preparing for the news. So I'll know that. But for now, that 2 position, one here, that's a good one. Why did I enter there? Psychological level. Why did I enter here? 50% fib. Why am I looking to enter here? 61% fib. Now, I'm waiting for that. 6 seconds left on that candle. Okay. 6 close. All right. Now watch out for the next candle now. I need a rejection on this candle to get in. This one. I'm not in yet. I still have 2 positions. I'm not in yet because I'm seeing a bullish pressure. It's so strong. So I'm very careful. I'm not in yet on this one. I want a rejection on this candle. So what I would do is now, as it is there, I'm going to set a set stop. I'm setting a set stop, right? Okay. No need for a set stop. Just wait. I'm in now. I just got in again. That second position right there. Okay, I have 2 positions there. That weak rejection is a sign, but it's still 4 minutes on that candle, so it's not guaranteed. It's just pretty early. It's just 4 minutes on the candle, so I should have waited a bit anyway. But it's 4 minutes on the candle. You see now it's pushing up. There's still a lot of time on this candle. So if this candle closes bullish like this before my stop loss, I'll close my trade. That's how I do it. And you'll be so shocked how much loss it is. Very small. Very small. Because look at this, is 8 pips. In addition to this, that would be 10 pips. So altogether it's 10 pips. So on a 100K account, for instance, that's about $100 for one. You're losing like $100 or $200. That's small money when you're trading like this. But when it goes for your, okay, look at that drop. When it goes for your favor, is a different ball game. Now, when this candle closed like this, will give me more confidence to add more position. So what I would do, normally what I do is I will not set a sell limit, a sell stop at the bottom to the down, sell stop. So that when it's coming down, to just activate them and give me profit. But I have 3 positions. That's enough for now. I'm not exhausting all of them yet until this candle close. Once this candle close and it close bearish, rejection and a bearish, so all I need to do is just enter the remaining 2 positions. And then at that level, price will start coming down this way. So right now I have one here. You see the advantage? The advantage is this is where my stop loss began, from here to here. But I had a position on top of this place, which is not part. So even though that this trade go up against me now, all right, the stop loss is still the same for all of them. It's not different. You see, the stop loss is still the same for all of them. It's not different. Now we have just 1 minute on this candle, 1 minute 40 seconds on this candle, and I'll get in. I'll add the remaining position. Once the candle closed bearish, I'm adding the remaining position. What does that mean? It means that the market had just created a lower high. This is now lower high. Lower high. If it closed bearish. You see that? This is a higher high now that came from here. So I want this one to close bearish. That will give me a lower high signal. Once it give me a lower high sign, then I know that it's coming down to take out this low. I just hope that this happened before the news. Now, this is how I decided to do this live stream with you. Guys, you go and watch it on YouTube over and over again because it's on YouTube. All right, go and watch it over and over again because you need to understand what I've said so far today. I see a rejection again from there. But my expectation is that it should close bearish. Oh no. I want it to close bearish. Oh no. You see, it still boiled down to the fact that I told you guys this morning that the bullish momentum is so strong. So the market is like under pressure right now. Trust me, it's under pressure. So this is the kind of market you don't want to be trading. All right, where you have this push up, push down, push up, push down, push up, push down. No, you don't be trading it. Now, it closing bearish, it bullish is not a good sign. It's not a good sign. So it still shows to us that it's still going up. It still shows to us that it's still going up. So what I do on this one, I will start closing out the smaller time, the earlier entry. The earlier entry here, I close one out and I close one out. So it left with this one. So this one from here to here is a very small stop loss as well. Now, this is called trade management. And this is what people don't teach you. They don't teach you. You can't see it anywhere on YouTube. They don't show you, because this is what big guys do, that most of the guys, you don't even know what they're doing. You don't understand it. You wonder, no, they don't leave trade like that. Your goal is to protect your capital. If you are not good with protecting your capital, you are not a good trader. That's the game. And you need to understand candlestick behavior to be able to protect it as a scalper and as a day trader. So right now, I'm only on one position here. Close out these two in small losses. One of them was 100, which was the first one. The other one was about 870 on this one. So this one now, right here that I just entered, is going about 40 now, $40 on this one. So if you come up here and close out here, then that would be maybe around that $80, or close to 100 or so, because it's just one position, one standard lot on a 100K account. So you don't expect that kind of massive drawdown. No. What I made this money on it is still this small loss that I calculated is not even, it doesn't even scratch the surface of it. So of course it could get to, like, let me take 1% of one, what do you call it, 1/4, I don't know the percentage, but I know that was I made about 1,003 something on this trade. So right now I'm on I lost about maybe 300 right now. So I still have $1,000. So that's not a big deal. Okay. Now I just closed out. So look at that. This is it. You see this kind of thing? Look at what it did. It tapped into my stop loss and it wants to reject. Oh, it hasn't gotten there yet. You see what happened? This is exactly what I mean by pressure in the market. When things like this happen, you need to learn how to manage your trade by understanding the candles behavior. You must understand candlestick behavior. That's how you manage your trade. That's how you manage your trade. The market wants to still buy. It's obvious the market wants to still buy. It's obvious the market wants to still buy. I feel it strongly that it wants to buy. Yeah, I feel it strongly. It's still going up. So yeah, I was right for it to go up. So those are the conditions there. Those are the conditions. You see, you have to understand that the market is not stable right now. Why? Because of the news. So you will see all those push up, push back, push up. It happens. Is it not because of the news? Yeah, that's what I said. It's because of the news. I said it earlier on that as the news is coming up now, by 10 o'clock, we start seeing the market playing around. No, you won't see a particular direction. On a lower time frame, like 15 minutes, this is a proper consolidation. You can see that. That's a proper consolidation there. Okay. So guys, let's take some questions. Do we have any question? Anyone have a question for me? Everyone understood it. In fact, this should be so clear now. No one should have issues with this. It's very clear. All you need to do is just watch the video. You'll be all right. Any question? I'm going to be having my mentorship class tomorrow. So for those of you in the mentorship, get ready for tomorrow. All right, by 9 o'clock UK time. Yes, Eunice, your hand is raised.
Good morning.
Good morning, Eunice.
Yeah, thank you so much for all you do. Above all, the what gets me most was your passion to help people, knowing
Oh,
that what people are going through,
I know.
and you at time after time. Though I'm not in your mentorship, but I always observe what you do.
Thank
Time until time, you are always flexible to help out. I'm really moved by that. Thank you
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Right.
Awesome.
Then in this trade that the one that just hits stop loss,
Yes.
I saw the your stop loss level. Then the question I'm asking is because that the loss stop loss, you didn't take it above the high of the previous rejection.
Yeah, that was deliberate.
So that's why did you use that zone?
Okay.
That place, yeah.
Okay. The reason is, when I use that drop on the 5 minutes like this,
Yeah.
my retracement zone supposed to be from 61.50 to 61. If price break above that, it's no more retracement. It's going to break the high.
Okay.
That was the reason.
So what you did, you just put it a little bit above.
Exactly. So what I did was to I just did this. I put my entry was here, somewhere there, I believe, and I did this a little bit. It was even enough. It was even too big. This was 61. So for the price to break now, I know I was saying on this candle when it was behaving here, I said if it close bearish, that means it's going down. But if it close bullish, immediately it closed bullish and it closed like this. I told you guys that it's going to go up. And that's what you saw. Did you get it? So it's supposed to, that candle's supposed to close. So my actual closing out was on this one. So I actually eventually close out on this. But right now on this trade, anyway, let me not just put anybody under pressure because you need to really learn how to trade. If you guys learn how to trade, you will know where the direction of the market is. You will not be really losing money. Trust me. So here is when I make the decision that I'm going to close the trade. Not even here. I know all these gurus and everyone will teach you, hey, put your stop loss all right above what's the guarantee? That's just creating more, giving the market more money. For you to understand this, just know that the market may not get there. Okay, let's assume the market do equal top again. What that means to you is get out. Is giving you opportunity to get out of the trade. Because if it comes down, if you don't get out of the trade, the next one is this, because this liquidity already. I don't know if some people are understanding what I'm saying. Because if this market reject from here again the second time, the third time, this is the first time, this is the second time, this is the third time. If you reject here again and comes down, get out. If you are selling, get out of the trade. Let it return down a bit and get out quickly. Why? Because it's not going to come down to this low to break it. It's just going to retrace a little bit, and then the next momentum was to take out this liquidity here, this massive money here. It will take out this liquidity here, and you'll be caught up in it. So when you find this retracement down here and you are in a trade, you'll be praying, oh, please come down more, so I get out. Come down more. Come down more, so I close my trade. Please, just drop a bit. Please drop a bit. That's what you should be doing, because the more it drops, the better for you to get out. You see it now? But look at where he's reacting from. He's reacting from the low high for the week. So for me, if there is no news, all right, I'll be looking for, okay, fine, let me just leave the trade there. But there's news, and secondly, I don't want to have a more drawdown on it. So for me, that small trade was fine. All of these things need to be understood as you trade. You need to understand them. Candlestick behavior is so important. It's so important to trading. I don't know how to explain it, but it's so important. So important. So important. And the way you get that knowledge is studying it, is spending time to watch trade go, live trades, live trade, because that's the only way you can see the behavior of the candle. Or you use, if you have a trading view, use the replay tool. That's the only way you can study candle behaviors, candlestick behaviors. You use that. Very important. Very, very important. Okay. Any other question? I hope you got that now.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other question, guys? Let me see. Someone's hands is raised. All right. That's it, guys. I believe you got it. And again, like I said, we are now in a consolidation zone. It's already past 10 o'clock. So the market is now pushing different ways now. It's going to be doing all of this before the news by gathering liquidity. If I were you, if you are on the buy side, just stick to it. Put a stop loss somewhere there on the back side before the news. You might be surprised that the news might just push all the way up, and that will be on your profit. So take note of that too. But remember, initially I told you guys that we might see a more push up because of the market, because of the market is doing. So we need to pay attention to that. Wow, if you will watch this video again, guys, you will learn so many things on this video. I'm telling you, this video right now that I just did, if you will watch it again and again, you will learn so much. You will learn so much. Look at that. It just, you see, it just took out liquidity. You see that? It just took out liquidity. You see, it's just going. Did you see that? So somebody will say, why didn't we catch this buy? It was a tricky one. Can't you see? It was a tricky one. It broke structure. It broke structure. And then we're expecting like, okay, let it pull back. It didn't. And again, it rejected at this trend line. All right. Push back up. Get it? So the next thing you want to wait for, if peradventure there is no news, you wait for another pullback before you get in to buy. It's as simple as that. That's how market goes. You don't need to pressurize yourself about these things. Just get to understand how it works. All right. So yeah, in profit on that trade right now. Okay, guys, thank you so much. For those of you that send me a DM on my Telegram group, ensure that you are new. Not more than 3 months, not more than 3 months old in the market, in the forex market. That's number one. Number two, that you are in my Telegram group. Actually, subscribe to my Telegram group. If you are not, especially those of you watching this YouTube, go to the description of this video or other videos in my channel. You'll see the Telegram link there. Come there, because that's where it's happening. It's happening there. You don't want to miss that. That's where it's happening. So come there. And also, those of you who have not subscribed to YouTube as well, go and subscribe to YouTube, because the videos are going to be there. We can't put videos on Telegram. So we put videos on YouTube. You'll be able to watch it. Okay. That's it. For those of you who already sent me a message, I'll get back to you. Remember, this offer ends today, so I'm just very, very, very careful with it, so I won't be able to abuse the opportunity, and I don't want people to also abuse the opportunity as well. So yeah, just if I can just pick 5 people or 2, 3 people, that's okay on this offer. All right, especially those countries: Ghana, Nigeria, and Cameroon. You say, what about other countries? A time will come for you, but for now, these 3 countries is my interest right now. Sorry, who is raising his hand? Let me see. Give me a sec, guys. I'm just coming. Please, admin, anyone sending me message, I think you'll be able to help me out, because I'm receiving a lot of messages there. Okay. Okutama. Okutama. Is that the name, right?
Yes, that's the name.
Awesome.
Good morning, my brother.
I greet you, sir.
Etim.
Oh, Estim. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
Yes, bro, brotherly.
Yeah, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing some, man, doing some.
Your last video, you said you're coming to Nigeria. We can't wait to see you.
Hey, yeah. I mentioned that, isn't it?
Yeah. I even sent you a personal message on your Telegram link.
Okay.
The class. What's I'm kind of new though on trading. What's the course outline?
How long?
Plus or minus, this is going to 4 months, 3 to 4 months.
3 to 4 months, plus or minus.
Yes.
Okay.
And
how much have you blown in your account?
No, I don't want to say it here now.
No, we need to know. Tell us, so there's no secret. Everybody has blown money.
Okay. I've blown like
sincerely. Don't lie.
At first, I've been scammed. Number one.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Through one there's one robot like this that was supposed to be making money, but it's IPC to be precise.
Wow.
Yeah. Then number two, on my own end, close to 800.
Wow.
Yeah, 800 to 1,000.
Wow.
So I'm very, very careful now. You know how it is in the economy. I'm happy you said you know what's happening in these countries you mentioned. Nigeria, there's no cash and so many crazy things.
It's terrible.
So before, I don't know if just me, before anybody wants to pay anything from Nigeria, they have to be very careful, because anybody spending money now from Nigeria, just give that person thumbs up, because it's really, really bad down here.
I can imagine, man.
So I was even asking for one other payment plan, if maybe you can do via this thing. Is it bit
USDT?
Yeah. So the thing is, number one, I appreciate the fact that you're coming down low so as to train us.
Yeah.
And the course outline, I was asking you, and when exactly the class starts. Our time zone is different from yours, so we'll know how to wake up on time and subscribe, because to subscribe now is crazy. I don't know how it is over there, but yeah, if you subscribe on your data before you close your eyes and open it, it's gone. So we have to manage it very well when it comes to.
Oh, you're talking about data, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is not working fine down here. So anybody that is subscribing from our country, from Nigeria, just pity the person and make sure that the person will really want to learn, because it's crazy. Yeah. So that's just that. Once again, I want to say a very big thank you. You're doing wonderfully well. Thank you. I will still send you a personal message through via your group.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So I just need the course outline. How is it going? Where are you taking?
Okay, if you go to, let me just quickly go to my website. If you go to my website, the thing are very, very straightforward. Let me show you this is the main website. I have two websites, and the other one is TCB Academy, TCBFX Academy. So that one is the academy. This is the course. Everyone that joined my mentorship have free access to this academy. This one is just a course, and this is exactly what they go through. All of this outline, everything here is what you go through. Everything. Do you understand now?
Okay.
So you have to now come here now, look at everything here. That's the course outline for you.
Okay. So is it that apart from we going through this one, do you talk to us like on a daily basis on
my meetings are week? Okay. The first thing is I meet with my mentees. That's why it's called mentorship. I meet with them 3 days a week.
Okay.
Monday, Friday, and Saturday. Okay. So I meet with them with those 3 days. So Monday to prepare them for the week, trading week, then Friday to do the review of the trading week, and then ask questions and take some questions, help them out on their challenges. Then on Saturday, we look at metrics, trading for those who are learning to trade profit account. We guide them, encourage them, teach them, correct them. That happens every week until the 12 months is over.
Okay, bro. But sorry, the last one. Like on a daily basis, do you give signals?
No. I don't give my mentees signals on daily basis. My mentees are signals providers. All of them should know how to provide. I'm giving you guys signals Telegram group. Sometimes I will put signals on, not even signal analysis. I don't do signals. I put analysis on the Telegram group. I will not even put it in my own mentee group. Most of the time, 80% of the time.
Why?
Because I train them.
Okay.
They should be producing me and more than me. And I have some of them already doing that, which is great. You are not coming to my mentorship to be fed. You are coming to learn how to feed yourself, how to learn how to feed yourself. So I'm not going to give you, I'm not talking about feeding you like you are not learning. No, I'm coming to make you are coming to be made a professional analyst in the market. You are coming to be made. So if I'm giving you signals, which I told them, if I'm giving you every week signals of what I'm trading, of course, I will look at the analysis. I'll tell them this is my trade. That's why we meet every week. I will talk them through. And they now know what to do. So they know how I trade, not that they don't know. So the reality is I do that every week. And sometimes I will just call them and say, let's do live trade. That's different. It's different because I teach them based on psychology, trading psychology when I do live trade. And I've done it with them several times, Of recent, we did something. What was that day? Was it FOMC? Was it FOMC news or no? What was that news? See, is it CPI recently? It was on Tuesday, CPI, right? I called some of them. I said, let's trade CPI together. So I used one of my small accounts to do it. So we're just looking at the trade. And I told them what to expect. We're looking at the trade. We were in the profit. The trade went in our direction profitably. But guess what happened? We forgot to put our take profit and actually put the number, say take profit. Because of the major spike of the trade, they moved up and it actually went, first of all, move up and then came down and splash up again. We closed in a loss. So that was the trade. That was on the news. But 5, 10, 15 minutes after that, the trade started dropping. I started selling from there. I told them that I'm going to be selling this market. And that's how I made about 7,000 on that trade the other day that you guys saw. So again, it happens. Psychology. Many people are afraid of that kind of thing. But I don't trade the news most of the time. In fact, 90% of the time of my trading is not the news. But I just wanted to try that, because I know people do it. I said, let me just see the experience using my analysis. That's it. And I do that once in a while. Then I can call my people, my team members, let's trade this week. Let's trade today. But most of the time, I want them to learn. Some of them will not bother to watch the videos again. They will not bother to go on. So those things is a discipline amongst the mentorship group. So remember, it's a mentorship stuff. It's not a playground. It's a very serious place. Discipline and everything goes there. So if you're coming, be ready.
Okay, bro. Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'll still chat you up though.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome. Oh, some of you are looking for signal group where I will be giving you my signal. Your own just to fold your hand. So for 12 months, you will just come into my group and be taking analysis from me. Then you are not trading, you are not learning, you are not practicing. Then you just be catching my trades. Really? Don't come like that here. This group is not going to do that. We don't do that. Seriously, we don't. Okay, that's enough for me. That's enough of me, enough of that. So yes, guys, thank you so much. The news is coming in. What should you expect? Let me round up with this. What should you expect? I'm expecting a more push up. I'm expecting price to get to 2100. So if you're selling, wait for price to get to 2100 to sell, period. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll see you again soon. Bye.